Welcome back, everybody. This is Connor with Rippin Discs.
And this is Hunter. And this is the final 9 of our 2020 King of Idaho Falls coverage.
First up, we have Dallin Blanchard, who is coming in 2 strokes ahead of second place. If you don't know about this guy already, he is ranked number 10 in the world at this time. Super great player, super consistent putting stroke, awesome to watch.
And coming in close behind is Kesler Martin. He is having a pretty good game so far. The back 9, or that middle 9, was definitely a lot better for him, sitting at a negative 48 on the tournament.
Kade Filimoehala, 17 years old, shooting a -7 on the round so far, -42, so he's 8 strokes behind Dallin.
And we have Mason. He's shooting a -4 on the round and -27 in the tournament. Definitely has 4th place locked up pretty good.
First up, we have Kade going big off the tee. They're basically just trying to get as much distance as they can, but he turns it over a little bit too much, and he's going to have a little bit of obstruction in the way getting up to the basket.
And Dallin actually ends up on about that same line, just drifting off to the right a little more than you want to be here. But they both did get amazing distance.
Here we got Mason. Same thing, just turning it over. You have an open lane over there, but you definitely don't want to be over there.
And here's Kesler, taking a lot better line, just going right of that tree. And sets it down perfect. He is in a pretty good spot there. A little bit shorter than the rest, but still in a good spot.
Here we've got Mason's up shot. Just giving a nice low little skip shot. He'll have that for his birdie because this is a par 4.
And here we have Kade. He definitely ended up way more right than he wanted. So he's going to do a skip shot under the tree and parks it as close as you can.
We've got Dallin. Nice easy little flick shot. And putting it close for his birdie too.
Kesler with the jump putt there. Just puts it close.
Here we got Mason, probably just outside of circle, probably 35, 36 feet. Little step putt, leaves it low, so quit rolling. He'll have that for his par.
Dallin with his birdie there.
Mason for par. Oh man, that was pretty much as dead center as you can go, and just spits out. That's terrible. And Kesler joking around. The basket's a little rough. He's just tapping it in soft.
Then we have the tap in there by Kade for his birdie. And Mason with the unfortunate bogey.
Coming up on this next hole, it's really just kind of a flick shot in. You're just trying to kind of hit the hillside and stop your disc. And leaves it a little wide. He's going to have a 25-footer with a little bit of a death putt down the hill behind the basket.
Dallin has that out on a nice line, but unfortunately catches the pole there and gets sat down. So he's going to have a bit of work to do there.
Kesler going to be going with that same line. All of them kind of leaving it a little bit out to the right too much, so the wind was pretty heavy this day. Not as bad as the other days, but
There's a big thumber. And really good shot there. He's only going to have a 15-20 footer for his birdie look.
Kesler probably 40 feet for his bird. Just going to lay it up because it is a big downslope behind the basket.
There's Dallin just punching it up there. Doesn't want to push it too hard.
Kade, death putt here. Confident stroke, just leaves it out to the left.
Mason hits his birdie.
Kesler, nice and easy for his par.
And pars for Dallin and Kade.
Mason with the big thumber. His thumber is very accurate if you haven't seen in the other coverages, and he throws that thing very nice every time.
So with this hole, it is just a rather straight shot that you're going to see them really try and run it. Mason ends up going a little long and to the left, so he's going to have a difficult shot out of the bushes there.
Here we've got Kade just trying to swing it out wide, let it fall into the basket on this downslope. It's on a good line. Just needs to sit down a little bit. He's going to be right on the edge of that rough.
Definitely gave it a bit of a run there. He was only 2-3 feet off. Dallin takes a way wider line than everybody else. And he's just going to sit down on that hillside and have a putt in.
He'll probably be left with like a 35 footer. Here's Kesler taking another great line. Just going to be right on the edge of the rough, so good shot from him.
And here's Dallin for his birdie look. Just misses it, barely spits out. He hit the strong side of the chains, but just didn't get enough.
Mason just trying to do whatever he can to get out of there. Kind of rolls away a little bit, but 15 footer for his par.
Kade, he's able to hit his birdie from inside of there.
Just stretching out. Card's good with it, so he'll have this for his birdie. Good shot from him.
And there's Mason for his par.
Coming into this next hole, you're going to see Kesler's only one stroke behind Dallin, so he's got a little bit of work to do, but he's definitely making his stride.
Kade absolutely puts the power on here. This is a very far hole. Catches the tree at the end, but that was a massive way down the fairway.
Kesler taking the same line. Going to come up a little bit short of Kade's, but he's going to have a nice approach shot from there to get up and down for his bird.
There's Mason just getting it up there. It is a pretty open fairway. You don't want to go super far left because then you get into some trees.
Dallin going to go big. Flips up to flat. Doesn't quite get any turn on it, so he's going to be out to the left, but it does open up on that left side. And that roll down the hill just a little bit for him. He's going to have not a tough upshot from there. It is open, so he should be fine.
There's Mason going with that forehand. And that's a great shot. He's only got a 10-15 footer there.
This is definitely a hole that everybody on the card wants to get. And great approach from Kesler.
and Dallin's able to slide that one up nice too.
Kade, if he missed those trees, he would have been able to run that for an eagle, but those trees caught him, so just laying up.
Dallin hits his birdie there.
Good shot from him, just outside the circle.
Mason also walking away with a birdie.
And we will have all 4 birdies on this hole going into the next.
And here we have Kade just swinging it out over the parking lot here and letting it dive back in at the cage.
Yeah, you're just going to try to see players come out as wide as they can. Except for Kesler, he always goes right up the gut with a little bit of turn. And that's a great shot from him too, coming in. Good shot, he's going to have that for his birdie.
Mason looks like he's cutting that a little bit low. And barely gets back in bounds, so still a good shot there.
Dallin swinging it out wide. And crashing in. He's going to have probably a 45-footer for his.
Mason just swings that out left a bit.
See if Dallin can hit this. Yeah, that was cash. He knew that was going in as soon as it left his hand right here. Confident stroke to stay up and have the lead over Kesler. Gonna put a little bit of pressure on Kesler coming up on this next putt.
And Kesler able to hit his birdie as well.
Good shot from Kade. Super good hole for this card. Walking away with 3 birdies. Mason walking away with his par. And coming up on this next hole, it's really just a flat shot as straight as you can into the green. It does have a slope into this trench, so you're really just trying to hit the other side of that hill.
And there's Kade just smoking it down there. Catches that tree, which knocks him back a bit, but still in a great position.
Kesler getting a little bit of turn. Coming to the green nice. Gonna be a little short, but he's gonna have just a 20-footer for his.
Dallin going with that low flip up. Comes up just a little bit shorter, making it a little more of an elevated putt for him, and that can be pretty difficult.
Tomahawk from Mason. Comes up a little bit shorter than he wanted. Probably left it a little bit too high, so he's going to have that for his birdie. Definitely a tough shot from there.
And this is another situation where the road is right behind him, which is going to be OB again if he does miss too far.
Mason giving it a run, leaves it a little bit too far to the left.
Dallin makes his putt for the bird there. That is a great uphill shot.
Here we got Kesler for his bird and to stay in a good spot coming into these next holes against Dallin. Good shot from him. Just leaves it a little bit high, but casts it in. A little sarcastic wave right there. He's laughing at himself.
And here we have Kade for his 15-footer for birdie.
If he makes this, this will be 4 birdies in a row on this back nine. Great shot from him. This is starting off to be a crazy round for him. He's doing an excellent job.
And here we have Mason for his par look. And is able to make that with no problems.
Coming up on this next hole, Kade's starting to make a run back. Kesler's still one stroke behind, but Kade's really starting to make a stride here. 4 birdies in a row. If he can get this one, it'll be 5.
Kade going with that forehand. The road and left is all OB. He just parks it here. The card in front of them hasn't even finished tapping out.
They're still tapping out. Oh, Chris just tapped out. They're still tapping out. We're good.
Kesler, he's going to be going a backhand turnover here, and this hole plays as one of the toughest holes on the course today. If Kade gets this birdie, he's going to be one of the only birdies this whole day. It is a far forehand and honestly a super far backhand turnover too. This needs to keep riding, and it's going to flex out, and he is going to be OB and going to have to drop.
And because he didn't cross over inbounds anywhere, he does have to come back to the drop zone. It looks like Dallin's going for that big forehand as well.
Needs to get there, and he did not make it across, so he's going to have to go to the drop zone also.
Mason going for that big flex forehand.
This one just coming up short too, so we're going to have 3 players going to the drop zone while Kade is sitting there pretty close for his birdie to gain a couple more strokes on this card.
And Kesler going with the big wide swing out here. And is able to bring it in pretty close to give himself a good look.
Yeah, he's going to be on circle's edge. There is quite a few pine trees right there, so might be obstructed. Dallin just lacing this on this road, getting a nice skip up there. He's going to have that for his bogey.
There's Mason also going with that forehand. Gets a big skip and puts him right underneath that tree. He's going to have a bit of a tough putt there for his bogey.
Here's Kesler. He needs this to save his bogey. Just skips off the top of the basket and hits the chains.
Dallin coming up just short as well, so they're looking at tap-in double bogeys there.
Here's Mason just hitting the basket. Gonna have that for his double. And here's Kade. This is for his birdie, and he's gonna be one of the only players to pull off a birdie on this hole.
And with that, he is gaining quite a few strokes on this lead card.
All the players coming in with double bogeys except for Kade, gaining a ton of strokes. He's only 4 behind the lead right now coming into these last 2 holes. And here he is with his forehand going up this tight gap. And definitely parking it super close. That is a great shot from him. This is a tough hole.
Kesler going with that outside route. Looks like he cuts it just too short and gets knocked down by the trees. So he's going to have some work to do.
Dallin going that same line, swinging out wide. Doesn't quite make it through the trees. He's going to have to get up and down from there for his par.
Mason putting that on a pretty good line as well. And is also met by these trees. That's what's difficult, is going out there, you have to really trust going out wide to get a good shot at this basket.
Here you got Mason. Just going to punch through and give himself a tap in.
Dallin trying to find the easiest putt for him. almost gets it from that awkward kneeling position.
Yeah, he was on line, just came up a little bit short. And here you got Kade getting another stroke. This is going to put him in a great spot on coming into this last hole, only 3 behind the lead.
And with that, that is 6 birdies in a row. He is absolutely having an amazing round.
Rest of the card tapping out their pars. Coming into this last hole, Kesler 1 behind Dallin. Dallin cannot give up anything on this last hole. And Kade also making his stride.
Kade giving it a huge forehand. And is able to get that really close. That's a great shot there.
Here you got Kesler. He's going to take this outside line and kind of take it over the road and have it hyzer back in right after those trees. Puts it out on a good line. Needs it to come back. And it does just that. So he's going to have 10 feet for his birdie there.
Here's Dallin. Also about that exact same line. Gets a big skip and sets down right on top of Kesler's disc, just an inch closer.
Mason going with that same line. Needs it to sit a little bit. He's going to have a 30-footer for his birdie there.
And here we have Mason.
Leaves it a little bit short, but here we got Kade. He's going to come tap in his birdie here. And what a round from him.
That was 7 birdies in a row and almost got him back up in the chase for that first place. But a great round from him. Definitely locked in that 3rd position.
Mason tapping out his, going 26 under throughout this tournament. And there you go. There you got it. You got the minis right on top of each other. A little joking around with the 1st and 2nd place. And Kesler, what a tournament from him. Coming in with a -52, -11 on this round. What a player. Made some awesome putts coming in this final finish.
And there's Dallin. He is our 2020 King of Idaho Falls, coming in with a -53, shooting a round rating of 1023 there, and just playing fantastic. Obviously, he's doing really well in the world right now.
Thank you to my sponsor, Infinite Discs. Thanks to Cooper and everybody that helped make all the courses awesome. Also my company, not my company, I work for them. Ball Ventures and Snake River Landing. Hopefully get it permanent one day. But awesome tournament. Thanks, guys.
And there you have it, folks. Thank you for staying tuned and watching this weekend's tournament.
Be sure to subscribe and be ready for more content. Thanks for tuning in. Rippin' Discs, we are out.